Well, it's season 6, episode 4, Second City, Welcome Kitty. Things are flipping out at Second City in more than one way. And Ryan takes a step into independence. And ladies, he might be back on the market. The review is up next.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz...
Girl back. Hey. Don't mind us. We are just having a good time because we are happy and excited to be in the building to review your favorite show, Black Ink Crew Chicago. My name is Carmen, and I'm here with my wonderful co-host, Lmarie.
Hey, y'all. What's up?
Hey, boo.
Hi.
We back in the building.
Yes. Good episode.
Yes.
Let's talk about it.
Yes. Season 6, episode 4, Second City, Welcome Kitty, baby. It's some tea and some tea and some more tea.
And some more tea.
And some more tea, honey. Some capital T. Of course, we are going to review today's episode. We have our special segment, Doing the Most. And Lmarie has a little bit of news and gossip that she's going to share with us later on.
Do.
But before we get to all of that, how do you feel about today's episode?
Today's episode, I like today's episode. Very interesting. We got some drama. You know, we saw Ryan's growth a little bit. So I like it. I feel like this episode gave you like all the feels. So
Yes. I feel like it gave us a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot to talk about. Second City is... They wild over there, honey. They wild. Ryan is, okay, he's accepting independence. Like, okay, well, he's just taking reality as it is, and he's doing what he has to do as a man, moving forward. Dawn is kind of challenged to keep his cool. You know, Ashely pulled out her petty card. We'll talk about that.
She did.
Let's get right into it. I want to start with Second City.
Right.
And this Draya and Zach thing again.
Zach is making me nervous because it's he's cute and I do like him too, but like she was saying, well, she called him narcissistic, but I'm like, that's a little bit of controlling behavior. Because here's the thing, like, because when she was like, oh, I can only dance on you, and then he was like, yes, he tried to say, oh, I was protecting you, but then it went also to, but you can only dance on me. We don't go together. Now here's the thing,
right?
And because I'm always like, I like to say, like, there's still respect in singleness. Meaning, like, even if you're single, but if you're talking to someone, you guys are in the same vicinity and y'all, like, you know what I mean? Super close, like they were at that party. You should respect the other person that's around you. You know what I mean? Like, don't disrespect them. But at the same time, if I'm, you know, she wasn't hollering at him. She wasn't all up on him. She was just having a good time. It wasn't, you know what I mean, in that manner. Like, if you're trying to holler at somebody, that's one thing. But she was just having a good time.
See, this is why you take the time to get to know somebody you're going to be having sex with. Because you don't know how they're going to act afterwards. Now, Zach is presenting himself like a pretty emotional guy. Seems pretty emotional. And yes, controlling. I don't know if he's more narcissistic than she is. Because she is taunting. To me, I'm going to give my opinion, and maybe an unpopular opinion. Because yes, Zach was overly emotional. Too possessive for it to be so early. But I think that personally, Draya is toxic for him. That's what I think. Yeah. Because she knows what she's dealing with. She wants to keep... Okay, so we both agree. If you're sleeping with somebody and you keep it on the low, there still should be a level of respect. If we're in the room together, I'm not going to do things that, you know, just a completely single person who's having no relations with anybody in the room would do. If we're all friends, I'm not going to go, like, dance on the man next to you, but then intentionally not pay you attention because I just don't want anybody to know about us. To me, that makes you look more hot. Like, you can dance on everybody but him, but she doesn't hold back from doing the things or saying things, or at least it's edited that way, that would set him off. Like, they showed them having that other conversation today when they were saying, has anybody ever had sex while they were having a tattoo? And she goes on, knowing that this man is a jealous man, to talk about how her ex-boyfriend be fingering her while she tatted him. You know who you dealing with now at this point. Why would you even play with that man like that? It's like,
that is true.
Your personality, like, you like that kind kind of attention.
No, I agree, because I thought that when she went to calling him all these names and, oh, you remind me of my ex, and like, I'm not here for that anymore, but then y'all woke up together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like either you're going to have standards or not.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so I think she is attracted to it, and she gets a kick out of it. So she...
I think she likes the attention.
It's not investigates.
I'm wondering if she's the type of person who has one like him in all the situations she goes into. Like, I'm wondering if this was just special, or if she found her one and spotted him out early and got him on the Draya train.
I don't know. I think they kind of just vibe. I don't know, but they I don't know. I would have to see a little more of Draya to kind of make that assessment. Like, because right now I'm feeling like, oh, they just kind of vibe. They just end up clicking, and that's, what it was. We'll see, though.
We'll see. I mean,
they both new. We don't really know them yet.
Yeah, we don't.
So
We don't know
we
them.
just got to see, yeah.
We got to see, first of all, Plug was cute with his little voguing, teaching Charmaine
Come on, backflipping in the heels, though.
Backflipped, okay,
Twice.
and went straight into a Vogue. I'm not mad at him. I like his energy a lot. And I like the fact that the guys all have good energy for him, too. Like, nobody's being judgmental. That's super cool. It's 2020 in a week or two, and so I like that vibe. What was really interesting to me was the conversation that they all had. So Fly Tat opens up and shares some things about himself. One, he's on parole. Two, he has anger management, and this is kind of like, he's from a thorough family. Like, even his dad is locked up. How'd you feel about him sharing his story? Like, how'd you feel about his story?
I felt like, I don't want to say this the wrong way, like, kind of like the typical story, but not in a bad way. You know what I mean? It's a story that you hear, but it's like, it's in a good way, because it's in a positive way, because he is working to pull his family out of basically the generational curse of incarceration and probably poverty, because he continues to talk about how he's the one that has to do for his family with this job and working and everything, even when his father gets out, because it's hard for ex-cons to get jobs and everything, so like that pressure is on him, but he's trying really hard not to fold and really keep his head on straight. Oh, he's trying to a little bit. You know what I mean? To make his money and do well for his family. So I like that he did share that, because like I said, because it is a story that we often hear, to see somebody that's striving for better is a good thing.
Yes. I'm always here and on the side of the black man, rooting for him to get to get his piece of the pie, and it was a little bit heartbreaking to me when I heard him say, we're still here and we're alive. Like, it's a shame that that's the standard that we have to be happy. Like, we just happy that we're alive. Like, we're not allowed to be alive and flourish to the peak. We have to just be happy that we survived to a certain age. That's deep.
Yep.
That's deep. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, damn, man, like, this is our struggle as a people. Like, but all in all, we are happy that he's still here. This is the system that we live in and oppression that we live under. And he's here. He's striving to do better. But it seems like Zach is pushing his buttons.
Yeah.
It's something about Zach he doesn't like.
Here's the thing. In the clip, in the preview, I was like, come on, Fly. Because at first I thought they were still arguing about Draya and the party the night before. But then it was like, I kind of get it, because it was like, Zach, you were pretty arrogant. And then when you disrespected the owner of the shop, because he even was like, well, in 10 years, I'll probably be better than you. Like, fam, chill.
Is that normal banter, though? Like, let's say we had LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, D. Wade, let's just take those, and Steph Curry, and we put them all in a room, and somebody said, who's the best basketball player? Do you really think Steph Curry is going to point to LeBron and be like, LeBron, you the best? Steph is going to say, I think I'm the best.
But I think it depends on, like, the relationships with everybody and everything like that, and then how you say it. You know what I mean? Because he just started to come off arrogant, like, to everybody. It wasn't even only Fly. Fly was just the one that got to that level, but like, everybody was like, whoa, chill. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, let that be Kobe and Michael having it.
Well, let me stand corrected. if Michael was in the room, everybody would probably say Michael Jordan. Everybody would probably bow down to Michael Jordan.
That's what I was going to say. If it's Kobe and Michael, that might be the banter. If it's Michael and LeBron, that might be the one where you'd be like, oh, he's feeling himself. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I said, it's relationships. Because, you know, they compare Michael Jordan and LeBron more than they do Kobe and Michael. And it's like this tension between, attention fans made between Michael and LeBron. So like I said, you put those two and have LeBron being like, Mike, I'm better than you, whatever, that people might start to feel away. So I think it depends on the relationship, and you are all still new. You guys are all still building and getting to know each other. And then here comes this dude beating his chest like.
But you know what was interesting? When they first asked the question, the first person to say anything was Plug, and Plug was like, "I'm the best tattoo person in the room." Nobody paid that any attention until Zach said he was the best. Nobody.
It's relationships, it's energy. Like, that's really what it was. It wasn't necessarily him saying that. It was like, it was because it was him and how he was saying it.
Right. They just don't like bro yet. He rubbed them the wrong way. And everything he says is going to be held, what is it, against the court of law until proven innocent. He's going to be guilty of being not liked. You know, so it is what it is. Hopefully they figure out a way to work it out, because it looks like, you know, a flash to next week's episode, Ryan is telling Fly Tat, like, if it doesn't go too well for you there, you can pull up here. And that looked like it might cause a little tension between Charmaine and Ryan. So I don't know, but we'll see. How'd you feel about Fly Tat's tattoo that he did on his dad?
Dope.
Real
I was
dope.
like, oh, okay, because I hadn't really seen, you know, a lot of these people are new to us and we don't really know their work and everything. So I was like, yo, it was amazing. Like, the detail in it.
It was fire.
Like,
I was like, man. Whoa, okay.
Right, I was taken aback. Like, okay, I don't know, like, why, but I just wasn't expecting that. Like, oh, okay, it's going to be nice. But I was like, oh.
Well,
nice.
You know, we have more episode to get into. We have to talk about Ryan moving into his own place finally and out of the temporary crashing at Nine Mad. At least he had a dope crash pad. Nine Mad wasn't that bad. It ain't that bad. It's a nice place. Also, Dawn and Ashely have a little bit of a back and forth. I'm not even going to call it an argument. Dawn kept us cool. We'll talk about that. And then, of course, we'll have our special segment, News and Gossip. But before we do that, we have a special message from Lmarie.
Yes, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe to all of our channels. We have drama. We have reality like this one. Comedy, sci-fi, everything that you watch on TV. You come here, we have a review for you. So subscribe. And make sure you hit the thumbs up. And also check us out on iTunes and Spotify. Make sure you guys give us those 5 stars. And leave your comments. So if you hit us up in the live chat, make yourself known and leave the comments after the show. We will shout you guys out.
Yes, we will. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate when you tune in for sure. Getting back to Chicago. Ryan moves into his new place. How'd you feel about the place?
That place is dope.
It's bomb, ain't it?
Let me tell you, because my brother lives there.
Okay.
That place is dope. Like, they have this huge gym. They have like a little like movie theater like section you can go sit in. My brother was like, every time he goes in, he's like, hello, because he caught some people in there.
It's a little spot.
Yeah, like they got, like, if you want to throw a party, you can rent a chef. Like, that Ryan done came up. Go ahead. Q to Jefferson is moving on up.
Yes.
Like, that's a nice apartment.
Yeah, is he on the east side now? He moved from the south side to the, what is that?
Kind of downtown.
Oh, let's not disclose too much info.
You're right.
Because he gonna have all kinds of girls showing up trying to get a movie date. But yeah, he moves into his own place, and the first thing his mom does is show up with pictures of him and Rachel. What you think when you saw that?
Moms are so cute.
Let that man live.
Let him live, because you know what's going on.
Right.
You know what it is.
She's just trying to let him know where her mind is.
Right,
like,
right.
I still want my family. You know.
Yeah, but sometimes, you know, you gotta let
life
things
goes
go.
on.
Yeah.
Apparently life is going on. The guys come over to make sure that they help him bless the bachelor pad in the proper manner. And they kind of react to the mom pulling out the pictures. How do you feel about Ryan stepping into this, like, okay, I'm ready to date again. I'm ready to, I'm going to step out tonight. And
I like it because him and Rachel have been through so much. And it's like, you know, maybe sometime, like, let's say they eventually come back to each other, sometimes you need that break too. You know what I mean? To really break away from somebody, because if you're still pressing and pressing when like it's not healthy, you know, the other person still feels away. You've got to break away completely.
You do.
You know what I mean?
You do.
And like a lot of times people don't have the strength or the courage to do that, but sometimes you got to make that clean break to really see what it is. You know what I mean? Because right now everything is clouded. So either way it goes, I like it. Even if they find their way back to each other, great. If they don't, that's great as well. You know what I mean? Because they still have a good relationship for them to co-parent. And so, like, I like it. Go do your thing.
I do. I think it's time. I think Ryan deserves it. I think he's kept things clean as far as the public is concerned. We haven't heard or seen Ryan been out here being for the streets, as the people like to say. Ryan hasn't been for the streets. He did get caught up in whatever that was with Kat, allegedly, whatever happened. And it seems like since then he's worked, like we've mentioned before, to like grow as a man, reading the right things, working on himself, getting his business where he wants it to be. Seems like a focused man. I think he deserves the chance. And I think, you know, I feel like almost, you know, no disrespect to their situation, but almost feels like Rachel uses Ryan's feelings for him almost like a weapon. Like, I know, like, I know you want me, but nah, I ain't doing that with you, nah. Like, her attitude's like, nah. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, all right, Ryan, well,
move on.
Do you, bro?
Yeah.
I think he deserves to do him. I think it's about that time.
How we feeling about Kitty, though? Because I'm like...
So, girl.
I know you just said, like, he kept himself out the mess, but now he just done hopped in it.
Well, he done made friends with Kitty, apparently. He said, you know, the affiliation of the Black Ink Cruise brings them together often. And here's the messy part is that Kitty, to me, Ryan and Caesar like boys? Is this a business? If you know someone as a business associate, are you allowed to associate with someone they've dated if that's not your boy? Is that breaking guy code?
It's tricky because it's not 100% breaking guy code.
That's not his man.
Because like y'all not friends like that, but we do. You know, you came to my shop. Like when we in each other's towns, we link up. So maybe a little bit of like, I don't know, a heads up. Hey, I'm hollering at shorty now. Like, I just want you to know. And even like, I'm not asking you. I'm just like, I'm gonna let you know before you hear it elsewhere. You know, I don't know. Because it's like, but they still, like, it's, they hang. They may not be friends like this, but they
How
hang.
serious was Kitty and Caesar? That was like a deep thing. I know I took a hiatus this summer, so
that's enough for me.
So they did it, but they grown like they grown.
True, but like once you, it's like it's still like okay, well y'all took it to that level.
Well, we knew, so obviously you know it was a thing. I don't know if it's Kitty. Is it on Kitty? Is it Kitty's bad? Because you know that
like,
these
this is
men.
A new April and Omarion and Lil Fizz situation.
No. Ryan and Caesar are not Fizz.
I said a little. They
and Omarion because
they're co-workers.
Here's the thing.
In a sense.
They don't do tattoo tours together.
They do VH1 appearances together.
Oh, man. Damn. Just when I was trying to clean stuff up. But
it, like I said, I think maybe if, like, maybe not even now, but because of the whole TV thing, but let's take TV out of it. Let's say they weren't on the show, right? If they're just, like, you know, dating, trying to figure out if they like each other, what they're going to do, fine, I understand you're not telling anybody. Because in 2 seconds, this could go left and it'd be a dud. You know?
It's all alleged at this point.
Right.
Nobody has admitted that anything has happened.
Right. But if y'all do take it to the next step, then I do think he should at least give him the heads up. I'm not saying a conversation of permission or asking, but at least letting him know, like, let me let you know before you hear it in the street.
Yeah, because he did, because the way the show is setting it up, it makes it look like Ryan low-key made a move on Kitty, even though we know that was completely orchestrated. That was orchestrated. Like, come on, like, Kitty's in town. You invite her. Y'all taping
Ain't
the
no
same
black
night.
ink in Chicago. Ain't no, you know what I mean? Ain't no New York black ink in Chicago.
She doesn't tattoo, does she? She's like a receptionist.
Tattoo. She's supposed to be a brand ambassador. So what you doing in Chicago?
Ambassador.
What business you have? Black ink isn't coming to Chicago. As far as, like, it sounds weird for me to say that because the show is called Black Ink, but y'all know what I mean. New York Black Ink is not coming to Chicago. So what you there for?
Well, awkward silence. But you know, I don't know, girl. All I know is that when she saw Ryan in that blue hat, with that hair freshly washed, sidebar to the shower scene.
I was just about to. I'm like, can we talk about the shower?
Girl. Ryan is pulling himself together in a very fine fashion.
Very fine fashion. VH1, those producers, they know what they doing.
They know what they doing. He's in the shower talking about
swing your hair. Like Fabio or something, like the Black Fabio.
Baby.
Where is his Beyonce fan, okay?
Baby. He was looking good that night in that blue, though. That blue is a good color on Ryan.
It was a nice color on him.
It was a nice color with
the hair.
With the hair. He was giving me sexy Eazy-E vibes. And Kitty was looking good, too. She had a glow on. Baby girl made sure she had her shea butter on. Elbows was nice and greased up.
Cleavage out a little bit.
You know, shoulders were shiny and glossy and hair was laid. And the way she looked him in his eyes and the way he looked back at her, like, I'm serious. What's up?
What's up?
You
cooking.
Breakfast or dinner was popping. And she just, you know, the body language, baby. The body language was loud. I'm going to just say that.
Very loud.
The body language was clear and loud. So, you know, we can do nothing but assume at this point, but
and
it seems...
The look Ryan gave, like, he was, like, quiet and looking her in her eyes, like, I ain't playing.
And I'm pretty sure that's hard to avoid.
I almost fell for it. I'm watching on TV.
Like, who, me?
What I got in my refrigerator?
You know what I'm saying? Well, since we talking cooking, yeah, but baby, they skated off to Destination 2 with the support of the two brothers. Bro put his coat on and said, well, all right then. And, you know.
Off you go.
Off you go. So we'll have to wait to find out what's the real tea there. But you know what? Kudos to you, Ryan. I think you deserved it. I think you deserved that date. I think you deserved to hang out. I don't know if you're being messy or not because I don't know how close you are to Caesar. We're all grown and we're all in like this, you know.
Yeah. Like I'm totally down for he can do what he wants to do.
Yeah.
It's just if y'all get a little serious, just get a man a heads up.
Yeah, get that man a heads up. Yeah, that's the only thing.
That's the only thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Speaking of heads up, Dawn gave Ashely a heads up that he wanted to hang out with the boys and she was not feeling it. She wasn't feeling it.
He should have left that wingman part out.
The wingman part out. And I almost was like, wait a minute, Dawn, because he was like, wait a minute, we're going to go out tonight. We're going to have fun, get some ladies, bring it back. I was like, wait.
Right?
I was like, no, you're not finna bring no ladies back.
I'm like, I'm glad Ryan said something.
But he cleaned it up. He was like, in his one-on-one with the camera, he was like, you know, for my boys, they need some. And I said, okay, Dawn, you keeping it clean. I respect it.
You still can't be in the vicinity, though.
How you feel about the way Dawn handled that when Ashely was like, oh, no, what you mean?
He handled it very well, I think. You know, like, I'm so proud of him. I say it like almost every week, but I'm just so proud.
Ain't he
and I'm really
up?
proud because it was either VH1, someone on Instagram, one of the pages, either the VH1 page or the Black Ink page, showed a clip of when Charmaine and the whole crew, 9 Mag, went to New York to hang out with them, and Dawn and Charmaine got into it again, like really, really bad. And I was like, dang. And so to see him now in this episode, like, man, that man has really grown up and changed. He has changed, but it's more so about him growing up, about him maturing and becoming a man. Mature. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so
he's not feeding into what Ashely is giving him. Now, let's not discredit Ashely because she has been through some things during the filming of this show. You know, we don't know what's real and what's not. All we know is what they paint to us. Yeah. And, you know, it gives, it justifies her worries. And it's almost sad because it's like, dang, this is one of those situations where, you know, all of the stuff that you've been through has this woman acting insecure. Even though she is acting insecure and she needs to tighten up. Because let's face it, like, your man is fine, right? Your man is fine. He's going to see other pretty women and interact with other pretty women. You have to be able to trust and be secure in your own beauty and the strength of your relationship and all of that. You know, to just allow him to be himself.
Yeah, especially, like, it's one of those things, especially if you're going to stay. We understand, like, there's a period of, you know, you're still going to have that, but if you've decided, like, I'm going to be here and make this work, then you got to chill out sometimes, because you don't want to be stressing him, especially if you haven't had any issues. You know what I mean? If it's just because of, like you say, your insecurities, but you really haven't had issues to trigger you. It's just that you don't like the situation. Right. You got to fall back and chill.
I was cracking up when he was like, yeah, I mean, I go to the market and the lady be fixing my chicken. I'll be like, I don't want that chicken. I was cracking up.
Like, you ain't cute today.
I was also cracking up at the do you boo boo.
Yeah.
Do you boo boo. But I think he handled it really, really well. He didn't get emotional himself, but I need Ashely to step her game up.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna forgive him and you're gonna stay with him, you need to grow with him.
Yes.
You need to grow as a woman, just like he's growing as a man. Because I believe that them going out and her wanting to be a wing woman and him wanting to be a wing man was coming from two different places. He just wanted to go out with his homeboys.
Yeah, it was genuine. Like, they both been kind of in a place, you know what I'm saying? Ryan is like, not newly single, but he's admitting that he's single, you know what I mean? Like, he's opening himself to finally, like, really dating, you know what I mean? So, like, all right, let's go out here. Let's do the thing. But Ashely's is like, oh, so you going out? I can go out, too. I can do it, too.
So you really not above the bullshit.
You're not.
You really like, I'm with it if you with it. Like, that's not cool. That's not cool. If anything, it's like, well, how would you mind if me and my ladies come out? We wanted to go out too. Maybe we can get the table and, kick it. We won't be in y'all way. You know, like, I don't know.
But
it's just
pop up, like,
it's just other ways of thinking. Like, it change your mentality.
You got to. You have to change.
Yeah.
That's like early on behavior.
Yes.
Of, a bad relationship. But if y'all seem to be in a good spot now, all right, you let him go.
Yeah.
And let him do his thing.
Well, she went looking for attention and he gave her some positive attention. He sent her a bottle, said, "Do you, boo?" And they ended up having a good night out. Yeah. And mission accomplished. Ryan linked up with who he wanted to link up with. And, all is well in Chi-Town.
Yeah.
I wonder what Freaky Four got into that night. Something.
He was like, oh, I can't leave here empty-handed.
Yes. Yeah. Did we talk about everything?
I think we did. We talked about Second Ink, Ryan and his singleness, and Dawn and Ashely and everything.
Yo, you know what I want to talk about? Guys be gossiping. I can't remember the other guy, the new guy, but Fly Tat and the guy was on the steps, and they were sitting gossiping so much about Draya and Zach. I'm like, guys be talking more than girls.
Guys be gossiping.
Guys be talking.
Yeah.
He said and spill all that tea. I was like, and y'all claim it's the females.
Yeah. Oh no, the gag is.
See, we the
Men
one at
like
the
to
shop.
gossip.
We the one at the shop like, don't come near me. Don't say nothing. I don't want anybody to know we gonna play this low. Meanwhile,
they running their mouth.
they out chit chatting. So that's something else I noticed too. But yeah, hopefully, everything stays cool. We get to see what's going on with Kitty and Ryan. Maybe not.
I think so.
I think so. I think she's gonna be around more. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, so we should take this thing into our special segment called Doing the Most. Doing the Most. Who do you think did the most today?
Soundtrack. I'm gonna give it to Fly in a good way because I think the tattoo on his dad was really, really good. The detail in it and everything. Like, I definitely felt that was a real life, like, angry gorilla.
Okay. It was fire.
It was, right? It was like fire.
It was
and
bomb.
Fierce. Like, it looked like strength. Like, I was like moved by it. You know? So I'm gonna give it to him this week.
You gave it to him for the good one. My good doing the most is going to Dawn. Because he kept his cool.
Yep.
He understood his woman's feelings and he didn't feed into it. He sent her a bottle and he was still a good wingman for his guy.
Yeah.
So I give Dawn the best doing the most. Who do you think did the most in the worst way?
In the worst way, it's gonna have to be Ashely.
Ashely did the most, didn't she? Ashely did the most.
Sit down.
Girl. I don't know if I should give... Because I'm kind of on the fence. Zach is cocky. Zach is, like, arrogant and has an ego, but he knows it. And I feel like anybody who wants to be great has the right to... Like, of course, you should be humble, but you have the right to think that you're the best and to say that you're the best if that's how you feel. If you feel like that's contributing to you, you need to check yourself and be careful with how you talk to people because you can really ruin things for yourself acting like that in the wrong... Because the right people will treat you in a way you don't want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? So it's like... do you really want to bring that on yourself treating people like that? You got to tread the line between confidence and arrogance. You know what I mean? You don't want to teeter over into arrogance. Yes, and it was quite arrogant. But I just felt like I felt like it was more, they don't like him. And so anything he said, and then when you sitting in people and you know they don't like you, maybe he was just like, all right, y'all don't like me, so I'm gonna give you a reason not to like me.
But true, he could have been, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know y'all don't like me, and I think I'm the best.
There are some people like that feed into it.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I want to give him doing the most because he did a whole lot, but Ashely did the petty most today. Yeah. But it didn't go to where she thought it was going to go. So she kind of got treated.
Yeah, she did.
so it's a tie.
Ashely.
Let's give it to Ashely?
Yeah.
Okay, Ashely. Ashely did the most. Give it a tie.
Because he was doing a lot too.
Zach Ashely. You got it today.
Yeah,
all right, moving right along. Lmarie has a little bit of news and gossip for us.
Yes, I do. So your fave Charmaine did a maternity shoot just recently. And it was also featured in People magazine. But here are a few of the shots. She did a few solo shots, and then she did some with Neek as well. So you guys can head over to her page to go take a look at that. But she, people quoted her as saying she's nervous about giving birth, like hopes that she can handle it, because this is her first child. From what I hear, childbirth is crazy. It's difficult. Yeah. It's dangerous. It's life-threatening at some times. So God bless Charmaine when it's time for her to go into labor and have her baby. But she's Charmaine. She's got this. She got this. I think a little bit of probably that fear comes from the fact that she's not gonna have her mom there. I think that's probably where
absolutely
that comes from. You know what I mean? Because like most women, they lean on their moms during this time. So I think that's probably where that comes from a little bit. But she looked really beautiful in the shoot.
Yeah, it was. I liked it. It kind of reminded me of like the Beyonce thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's all floral and everything.
But the sheet in the back was throwing me off a little bit. But other than that, I was like, why didn't y'all? Because I'm particular about aesthetics, like with photo shoots and stuff. I was just like, why didn't y'all straighten that sheet out? Whoever did that. But other than that, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I'm happy for her. So I'm sorry, it's just me being honest.
No, that's totally like, listen, the things that we do, like sometimes when I'm like radio programs, if I'm listening to radio and somebody doesn't put in a drop quick enough, like even if it's like 2 seconds of like silence, the average person isn't going to notice that 2 seconds.
Right.
Where I am. So for you, it's like, I didn't notice that sheet.
Right.
Where
I was
you
like,
noticed it. So
that.
it's like,
yeah, but
when it's your thing, you notice those things. It's all right.
Yeah, so, but that's that. All right, so any predictions?
AfterBuzz TV predictions.
I predict the kid is gonna wake up in Ryan's bed in the morning.
Ooh. You think so? Ooh. So you think it was breakfast and not dinner?
I think it was breakfast. Ooh. I don't know if I think or if I just hope. I think that's what like I want to happen, just because I think it'll make for better TV. I'm like, hey, this is what y'all signed up for. Okay, so
it probably happened. The way they was looking at each other.
The way they were looking at each other.
I'm just
like
saying.
Both of them. It was like.
I'm just saying. It looked like I ain't seen you in a minute. We need to get up from in front of these cameras
when do
right
we see Ryan smile like that at somebody, right?
Or give it a blank stare like
I'm serious.
Right.
So you going or not?
Let's roll. Let's roll. It was like, how long were they at the bar before they was like, let's roll? That's that energy. Let's get up out of here. So I don't know. Maybe we get to see some romance between Ryan and Kitty. And I hope this doesn't cause any drama, but it will make for good TV. If C's had to say something to somebody. But wasn't this? See, I took a hiatus from New York this past, but wasn't it brought up to Kitty on camera? What happened?
She got upset. She was saying that it didn't happen. And then Tati told C's that it did happen because she claims that she saw them doing something in New Orleans.
Ooh, so juicy. This makes for great television. I don't know. Okay, I'm predicting that baby, that 17-year-old adolescent.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I don't think it's going to be Forrest baby. Forrest is 22. Forrest walking around 23 and a half with a 17-year-old. Something not adding up. I'm not buying it.
Yeah, no.
I'm not buying it. But we did see Nikki pop back up. So maybe Nikki and Forrest might rekindle.
I don't know. I don't want it at this point.
You don't? No?
No. I think we should start fresh Forrest. I think we should. I don't know. I don't want it. Because I think they're in different places. And I don't think where Nikki is where 4 needs to be.
What does 4 need? I think he need an earthy girl.
Yeah, I was gonna say 4
like
needs
an earthy girl
chill.
that's real fun, but like she meditates and does yoga, but smokes weed, and like turns up a little bit, but she got a real spiritual grounding to where they can still have freaky for fun, but then she can keep them. They can zen out. I feel like he needs somebody zen like him. Yeah. He's a chill guy.
He is chill.
Yeah,
and I don't think he needs somebody that's also in the light.
Yes, well, we'll have to wait and find out. Until then, you guys, I'm your girl Carmen. You can find me on Instagram at king_karma_.
And you guys can, I'm so sorry about that. Pop that gum super hard. My bad. You guys can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at Lmarie TV. And I hope everybody has a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year.
Yes, and we'll see you guys in 2020.
Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.